I'll beat Ilia up. I'll fucking rematch Justin. I'll fight Conor or Max next. I don't give a fuck. Give me anyone and I'll punch the fucking head in.
We're not quitting on the stool. We're not bitches. We're fighters. It was just great to see that little bitch quit in the corner.
But he did quit, Paddy. Paddy, he did not quit, Paddy. Who stopped the fight? Because it sounded like someone said, we finished the fight.
He quit.
You think he quit?
If my coach says to me, we finished the fight, I go, no, we finished the fight. We're going out there. Can't sit there, no mask, no man.
Who gave Gaethje the better fight, Ilia or Paddy? Having fought both men, which fight would you say is more challenging?
Well, I mean, Ilia is one of the best in the world. I mean, he is one of the most dangerous fighters that there is, and he's a lot more dangerous than Paddy Pimblett. However, Paddy Pimblett is goofy. You know, he's got a funky style. I think Ilia is way more dangerous. I think fighting's crazy. I think, you know, in my mind, I think 97 out of 100 times, Ilia beats him up.
After UFC 329, the lightweight division has turned into absolute chaos. Paddy Pimblett is sending brutal warnings, while Ilia Topuria isn't backing down for a second. Then came Dana White's shocking announcement that changed the conversation. And now some of the biggest MMA names are making bold predictions about what happens next. Is Paddy really the man to stop Topuria? Or is Ilia about to prove everyone wrong? The truth is far more explosive than fans expected. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this rivalry could become the UFC's next blockbuster showdown.
Lads, I'm game. Put the music back on, I'll go back out and I'll fight Max. I probably weigh heavier than Max right now. Lads, I'm game, know what I mean? Give me anyone at lightweight now and I'll...
Paddy Pimblett wasn't just celebrating a huge win. He was sending a message to the entire lightweight division. He gave respect where he felt it was deserved. But the moment Ilia Topuria's name came up, everything changed. The confidence, the insults, and the challenge made one thing clear. This rivalry is far from over. Paddy believes he belongs in the title picture, and he's daring anyone to stand in his way. But what he said next at the post-fight press conference made his championship plans even more shocking.
I want to be a world champion. I want to be undisputed champion of the world. I want to be the first ever world champion from Liverpool. And I'm going to do that. I know that's in my destiny. I know it's in my fate. Whether it's the next fight or the next 10 fights, I'm going to be a world champion. It's that simple. If you want me to fight Justin next, if you want me to fight Posh Boy next, if you want me to fight Chorizo next, if you want me to fight Charles next, anyone can get it.
Paddy wasn't thinking about taking an easy path. He made it clear that he doesn't care who the UFC puts in front of him because he believes the belt is his destiny. But while Paddy was making bold promises, one respected MMA voice explained why the UFC should stop waiting and book the fight fans have been demanding.
Starts calling out Ilia Topuria, the winner of Holloway versus McGregor. There was fighting, I guess that fight ain't happening. Maybe you could get Holloway though. But I reckon December, Ilia Topuria, Paddy Pimblett. Why not, man? Let Paddy Pimblett have his summer. He's back on momentum. You have to cash in on Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. You just simply have to.
Listen, I know he deserves a beating, and he got the beating he deserved off Justin, but he deserves another one off me. But at the minute, I feel sorry for him, know what I mean?
Paddy made it clear he fears no one and believes he's destined to become champion. Surprisingly, MMA experts agreed the UFC should book the Ilia fight next. But Paddy wasn't done yet.
Favourite fighter, lad.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Justin Gaethje. You know, even though he beat me, I'm still a fan. Simple as that. And it was just great to see that little bitch quit in the corner.
But he didn't quit, Paddy.
He did
Paddy,
quit.
he did not quit, Paddy.
He quit.
No, his corner.
So he quit.
Who stopped the fight? Because it sounded like someone said, we finished the fight.
He quit.
Somebody said we finished the fight, and then somebody else came over to...
He quit.
You think he quit?
If my coach says to me, we finished the fight, I go, no, we finished the fight. We're going out there. End of.
Yeah.
We're not quitting on the stool. We're not bitches. We're fighters. Can't sit there, no mask, no mask.
You heard him, Paddy. You didn't hear him say that, though.
I
Paddy.
don't give a
Why do you dislike him so much?
Because he's fake. He's so fake, lad. Everything's just orchestrated. I've seen him behind the scenes, lad. He's the fakest person.
Oh, you've
ever.
seen him behind the scenes, and he's not that Ilia Topuria?
He's fake, lad. He's an actor.
This was no longer just about winning or losing. Paddy accused Ilia of quitting, called him fake, and even claimed everything about him was carefully staged behind the scenes. Daniel Cormier pushed back, but Paddy refused to change his opinion. The rivalry had clearly become personal, and neither man was willing to back down. Then Paddy made an even bigger promise. He didn't just want to beat Ilia, he wanted to bring him crashing back to reality.
People have put him on a pedestal now. They think he's this big, amazing thing when I'll bring him crashing back down to it.
Paddy believed the hype around Ilia had gone too far and promised he would be the man to end it. But this time, Ilia finally answered the challenge himself.
For sure, he needs to win one more fight. If he wins the fight, he can fight for the title. I will give him the opportunity to fight for the title because we have a history behind, so it's gonna...
Instead of rejecting the challenge, Ilia surprised everyone. He said Paddy only needed one more win and he would personally give him the title shot. But moments later, Ilia revealed exactly how he thinks that fight would end.
With Paddy,
all the fans around the world, I think that they want to see that fight. And at the same time, I have to be honest, I think it's one of the easiest fights that I could have in the lightweight division. I don't know, I can do with him whatever I want to do in reality. It's very excited fight for the fans.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna enjoy a lot the whole process, and at the same time it's a fight where I'm gonna be able to shine once again.
How would you win? When would you win? Give us some of that Ilia prediction magic.
Against Paddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to think about it. I promise you, I could choose the way I want to finish.
First round?
Be that's for sure. He's not gonna stay there for more than one round with me. But I don't know, maybe it's gonna be cool to submit him in the ground with a triangle choke from the mount, something like that.
Ilia didn't just accept the challenge. He completely dismissed Paddy as a real threat. He called it one of the easiest fights in the lightweight division and even claimed he could finish Paddy any way he wanted, including in the very first round. It was a bold prediction that instantly raised the stakes. But what made this rivalry even bigger wasn't just the trash talk. A former UFC champion believed this fight had all the ingredients to become one of the sport's biggest events.
There's two fighters like this with such high profiles like Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria. And there's that much tension, that much beef, that much drama, that much old school footage that they can use, not only squaring up inside the octagon, but at UFC London when they were talking shit and had to be separated by security. I heard stories of them almost getting into fights in the hallways and stuff like that, but there was no cameras rolling. Of course, there was a few water bottles thrown and stuff like that. There's always been heat and friction between the two of them, and now it's lining up absolutely perfectly for a blockbuster match.
Michael Bisping wasn't focused on who would win. He pointed to the years of bad blood, heated confrontations, and real tension between them, saying everything was lining up perfectly for a blockbuster showdown. But Paddy had another reason why he believed Ilia would never be the same fighter again.
Ilia's never had to come back from adversity. Ilia's only ever been the hammer. He's never been the nail. Know what I mean? That's why after that fight with Justin that I had, I knew I could come back stronger and better because I've done it before. I don't think Ilia Topuria ever comes back the same. His whole mindset, his whole ego, know what I mean? His is I'm undefeated, no one can beat me. Having celebrations the night before the fight. I just don't think he'll ever be the same. He's never had to come back from nothing like that. I've had to face adversity before, so I'd happily be his first fight.
Paddy believed Justin Gaethje changed Ilia forever. According to him, Topuria had never faced real adversity before, and that first defeat may have damaged his confidence for good. Paddy even claimed that if Ilia returned, he wanted to be the first man standing across from him. But not everyone doubted Paddy anymore. Some analysts were now giving him massive credit.
Benoit Saint-Denis versus Paddy the Baddy lad. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett lad, yous know who the boy is, lad. Yous know who the fucking boy is, lad. I'm the star of the show, lad. Paddy Pimblett steals the show with a generational performance against Benoit Saint-Denis. Amazing win. Genuinely amazing win. I don't know what the odds ended at, but when I was picking Paddy Pimblett, he's still an underdog. I think he was even more of an underdog when I was picking him as well. The odds closed up a little bit. But people are counting out Paddy here big time. And I said, what did I say, lad? Paddy said the same thing, actually, this fight week. I didn't make my prediction based on what he was saying. But that's the route to victory for him. If he stings Benoit on the feet and Benoit thinks I'll grapple, he leaves his head in position for a real elite.
After Paddy's incredible performance, the conversation completely changed. The same people who once counted him out were now praising him as one of the biggest surprises in the division. His stock was rising fast, and suddenly the dream fight with Ilia looked more realistic than ever. Then, one respected MMA voice made a bold demand to the UFC.
I'm like a fucking spider, lad. Starts calling out Ilia Topuria, the winner of Holloway versus McGregor. There was fighting, I guess that fight ain't happening. Maybe you could get Holloway though. But I reckon December, Ilia Topuria, Paddy Pimblett. Why not, man? Let Paddy Pimblett have his summer. He's back on momentum. You have to cash in on Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. You just simply have to. I won't take anything else. And then you do Oliveira, Arman. I would like to see Arman versus Gaethje, but I could see them not doing it and maybe doing an Arman versus Holloway, but I don't know what's going to happen. But Paddy Pimblett, Ilia Topuria has to happen next. And guess what? It's actually a fucking...
MMA Guru made his position clear. In his view, the UFC shouldn't wait any longer because Paddy V's. Ilia is the fight that fans truly want to see. And soon, even more big names would weigh in on this growing rivalry.
He went in there and traded with Gaethje for 5 rounds and was still on his feet at the end of it. And he was winning rounds.
At the end of that loss, he gained 2 million followers that weekend, right? And the loss.
Yeah.
He comes out the other night, and the crowd is responding to him like he's defending his title for the fucking 25th time, right? Everybody's going crazy. And he wins in fucking unbelievably spectacular fashion, and he gains 300,000 followers in the win.
Even Dana White admitted Paddy's popularity had exploded. Losing to Justin made him a bigger star, and his latest win pushed his momentum even further. But Paddy believed there was one reason Justin defeated Ilia, and that same reason convinced him he could do it too.
It's Ilia the other week.
Yeah.
People were saying that he didn't stand a chance, and I can remember saying to you in Budapest, lad, I think Justin's going to beat him. And
You said that?
Yeah.
Before the fight?
Yeah.
You were one of very few. What gave you the confidence that he could get that done?
Because I know it.
Paddy reminded everyone that he predicted Justin's victory before the fight even happened. Now he believes that same result proves he has everything needed to beat Ilia. But not every expert agreed with that prediction.
Okay, the swelling on the face, the swelling on the nose. It's okay. He'll be back. He'll be fine, right? Will he be the same version of himself? We don't know. We got to assume. I thought the way that Ilia Topuria handled himself after the fight was nothing but class. I think I saw a story somewhere that his brother came over to him and said, how you doing? He said, hey, listen, did the people enjoy the fight? That's the main thing that he wanted to know. And it was a phenomenal fight. Obviously, recency bias, one of the best fights this year, if not of all time. Topuria just lost to Justin Gaethje, so they're both coming off losses. And if he wins against Benoit Saint-Denis, well, Ilia Topuria is the former...
Not everyone believes Ilia Topuria is finished. Ariel Helwani offered a very different perspective, saying Ilia handled defeat with real class and has every chance to come back stronger. But he also admitted there's one question nobody can answer yet. Will Ilia return as the same unstoppable fighter, or has that first loss changed him forever? As that debate continues, another UFC legend stepped in with a surprising breakdown of why Paddy Pimblett may be far more dangerous than most fans still realize.
Looks like he's supposed to still be a process in work, when in reality, what he has today, even if it's still in work, is about as good as anything in the division. He must be extremely strong, and he's big.
That kind of confidence as well.
Daniel Cormier believes Paddy's size, strength, and confidence make him a serious problem for anyone in the division. And even Max Holloway had to admit Paddy has earned people's respect.
I think Paddy and their team will prepare right for that fight. I think so. They have a game plan, and he's no slouch. You know, a lot of people thought Paddy was like this guy who just talks and runs his mouth, and then he got to prove himself against a guy like Chandler. And he's not a wrestler, but he out wrestled a wrestler, which was pretty crazy to see. So He's super good.
Max Holloway praised Paddy's growth, saying he has already proved he's much more than just a loud talker. But the man who knows Ilia better than anyone had an even deeper explanation for what really went wrong.
No, it's really not real yet. I was expecting to have like an internal sense of relief that like I don't have something to chase, because I was always chasing this belt, and I was expecting to wake up with like some kind of natural release of pressure, but I don't know. I don't feel that. As the days go by, every day I feel it a little bit more. 2 days ago, my dad was like, you know, what was it like waking up being the champion? And I was like, I haven't even thought about that. And then I was, you know, on the shitter like 10 minutes later, and I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, wow.
Winning the title gave Justin Gaethje a new perspective. As he reflected on finally becoming champion, he also shared a powerful lesson about the mental side of fighting. In his opinion, talent alone isn't enough at the highest level. The real battle begins inside your mind, and he believes that mental mistake played a major role in Ilia Topuria's defeat. What Justin revealed next makes his analysis even more fascinating.
Competition is the game. You know, I'm very competitive, I'm very petty, I take everything personal. And yeah, when I go in there with I have gone in with expectations, and I said it before the fight, you know, Ilia, like, I said so many true things to him, and I think it's such an asset to tell someone the brutal truth, especially someone like him, because it pushes them farther away from the truth. You know, even if I tell him the exact truth and exactly what's going to happen, and you know, you're making a mistake by having all these expectations, and when we go to round 2 and when we go to round 3 and it's not going as you predicted it or wanted it to or expected it to, then where do you go from there? And you know, I said that exact thing to him, and then that pushed him farther away from it. And
Justin believes Ilia's biggest mistake wasn't physical, it was mental. He warned him before the fight about the danger of expectations, but Ilia refused to listen. When the fight didn't go according to plan, everything started to fall apart. Meanwhile, another major story was unfolding as Dana White gave a huge update on Conor McGregor's future.
Yeah, no, so I obviously congrats with Zuka Boxing. So I want to get back to the UFC.
Thank you.
UFC Conor McGregor. I mean, you know, to me, Kalsi's predictions, will he come back in 2000, like, will he come back in 2028? When do you think?
I don't know. I mean, to even think about it right now, and I know he's very upset with how it all went down. But listen, when you're his age, you're taking 5 years off. You know, Father Time is undefeated. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And he's looking. He's going to have knee surgery. He's going to have to go through, you know, physical therapy. And then once the doctor says, hey, physical therapy's done, you're ready to start training full time, then we'll start talking about what's next for Conor.
Yeah. Conor
just needs to take some time. Hopefully, this is fuel to light the fire for him to, you know, come back and
Dana White made it clear that Conor McGregor's comeback is not even part of the conversation right now. According to him, surgery and recovery come first, and only after that will the UFC discuss his return. Then he delivered an even more direct update that removed almost all doubt about Conor's immediate future.
Conor McGregor. He's having knee surgery. That's it. I mean, the Conor McGregor discussion isn't even worth talking about. He's got to have knee surgery. He's going to have to go through physical therapy. It's all going to take time. And then when the doctor says you can start hardcore training again, then we start talking about Conor.
What a story this has become. In just a short time, this rivalry has gone from a few heated exchanges to one of the biggest talking points in the UFC. Paddy Pimblett believes Ilia Topuria is no longer the same fighter after his loss, while Ilia insists Paddy would be one of the easiest opponents he could ever face. Add in the opinions from Dana White, Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, Ariel Helwani, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, and many other MMA voices. And it's clear this isn't just another call-out anymore. It's a fight that almost everyone wants to see. Now the biggest question is whether the UFC will actually make it happen. Will Paddy earn that final win and get the title shot Ilia promised him? Or will the UFC take the division in a completely different direction? Whatever happens next, the lightweight division has become more unpredictable than ever, and one announcement could change everything overnight. Now it's your turn. Who do you think wins if Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria finally step into the octagon? Does Paddy back up all the trash talk? Or does Ilia prove he was right all along? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest UFC news, interviews, and fight breakdowns.